again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the 2018 version of the Lirio Rojo by Warp Cigars. Very plain cigar, no band, and it comes in one size, 5.5 by 44, and there is your lid speed. Now this cigar is 100% Aganorsa. The wrapper, the binder, the filler are all Aganorsa tobacco. Just came out in January, so we're going to review it today. The new version, I'm calling it the 2018 version of the Warped Lirio Rojo. Thought you might like to see it one more time. All right, here we go. Very good draw. Very good draw. Well, the first flavors are a rather dry cedar. There is a lot of earthy coffee attached to it. Cinnamon notes, touch of brown sugar, quite a bit of the typical Aganorsa vegetable type nutmeg flavor, and what tastes like a red pepper at around a 7. The finish, oddly enough, at this early stage, has more of a black pepper taste and a sort of that nutmeg cream combination. So that's how we start. Let's see how it develops. Well, I'm about 2 inches in. And this year's version is not coming out as sweet as the last year's version. The Aganorsa, although a unique tobacco, does have quite a bit of that vegetable nutmeg attached to it. Still has that dry cedar. What appears to be like a little bit of a red pepper on the front end. A touch of brown sugar, average amount of cinnamon, and there is a lot of an earthy coffee, and a lot earthy coffee base. Medium to full bodied. It's got a little something to it, but I'm not getting the sweetness I got last year. Everything is judged on its own, so we're going to start out first third at an 87. I like the flavors. It's not quite as sweet as it was, and I missed that. So it is what it is. 87 for the first third. Let's see what happens by the midpoint. I'm probably a little past the midpoint, but midpoint. There's still that dry cedar, quite a bit of earthy coffee, cinnamon notes. You can really get those. Touch of brown sugar, and it's a little more brown sugar now. It's a little sweeter. The heavy nutmeg is still there. It's not going anywhere. It's Aganorsa. Medium to full. Finish is unchanged. The sweetness is coming around a little more. Here at the midpoint, it did improve slightly. So, therefore, I'm bumping it up to 88. It's not overly sweet. It's not where I want it, but it is what it is. So, at the midpoint, we've got the Lirio Rojo 88. Well, folks, we are down to the end, so let's wrap it up. I think the sweetness went back where it was at the beginning. This cigar is just not as good as last year's version. Okay, I'm just going to say it. But I like warped cigars. I like these flavors. It just doesn't have the sweetness it did. I'm dropping the final third back to 87. You still have a lot of dry cedar, a lot of that earthy coffee, a decent amount, a small amount of brown sugar, and a good bit of cinnamon. A lot of the Aganorsa type nutmeg, medium to full bodied, probably tap dancing close to a full body. Finish unchanged. Comparing it to last year's version, it's not as good. It's a pretty good cigar. With the final third at an 87, that will give your overall score. Even with the 88 in the middle, it'll the overall score will be 87. So every year stands on its own. So there you have it. The new Warped Cigars Lirio Rojo for 2018, 87.